Hello, Cancer. This is Barta from Roosters, Peacock, and I'm going to be doing your July 20th through the 26th general intuitive reading. I hope everybody is doing well. And as the reading gets going, take the pieces and parts and leave the rest for somebody else. All right, Cancer. You know what? This is definitely going to be a week, and this is not surprising because actually I think you're getting quite clear on what you're saying to other people, what you mean. You're not keeping quiet. You haven't been for a while, but this is definitely going to be, if you're waiting for some clarity, yeah, I think it actually is. I think you're waiting for clarity on a situation. But also what I'm getting to is you're going to be very clear. But clarity is coming. This is a very, clarity is the word. Okay. All right, Cancer. All right, that went face down. Anything that's face down is something that you can't see, something you're not speaking about, or something that hasn't revealed itself yet. All right. I think this week, definitely Cancer, immediately. I get that you're, I see a leg up. Okay. I'm going to start with the Oracle cards this week. And this is definitely going to hit those Cancers that are actually, I don't necessarily think it's you stepping up. It could be. I think you've been stepping up quite a bit. I think it's actually you're wanting somebody else to step up. So we have a leg up. I see this one. We have a leg up, and it shows me a polar bear, and it has to do with a family type dynamic, family, friends, lovers, anybody who's like family to you. But this is definitely showing me more than one person involved, and it's showing me all that glitters, and it's showing me two masks, one particular person's in the focus here. And then I've got the leg up. Somebody is being required to kind of step up. And it shows me here a polar bear, and it's showing me a smaller polar bear. So there may be younger ones around you, or it may be the responsibility of younger ones. Okay, but somebody's going to be stepping up here, or they're going to be required to step up. But clarity is coming around a situation. Aha. Okay, so the one that was face down was chaos and conflict. And it's showing me that the flag is glowing. Okay, that's exactly how I see stuff too. But this one actually has the flag glowing. Chaos and conflict. But the thing of it is, well, I'm going to pull a couple cards here first because I think I know where this is going. I think something's going to be made very clear, whether you're doing it or somebody else, it's being clear the situation. Aha. Over chaos and conflict, I put death, Saturn, or health problems, loss of a job, 9 of spades. However this applies, okay? So definitely, I don't think the whole week's going to be chaotic, but there definitely is going to be a situation that is somebody's going to have to step up. Yep. So anyway, with the 9 of spades, as soon as I see the word death or health problems or loss of a job, as soon as I see the word death, it instantly puts me in the mind of Scorpio, the Scorpio card, the death card. It's where it could also involve a Scorpio. Okay, but the point of it is that there's going to be a definite ending, but with every ending, there's a brand new beginning. So let's see elsewhere this is going. Yeah. This can also be a learning curve for some Cancers as well. Especially with connections with other people. You may be actually making new connections with people. And for those of you making new connections with other people, definitely with the chaos and conflict and an end in the back here, this is not going to hit every single Cancer, but it is saying that you have learned from the past. And if there is another connection that pops into the picture here, you are going to be well aware. You've learned from the lessons of the past. Okay, that's not going to go for every Cancer. All right, general reading for Cancers. Let's see, face down. Oh, boy. Any more for Cancer? Sure, let's put it all face down. I do not think that this week there's going to be, hold on here. I'm not going to speak yet. We've got 3 different sets of cards that are face down, and I'm taking them that way. Again, it's something that you can't see. The way I felt emphasis on it, it's something you can't see. Definitely going to be hitting some of you. Others of you, it could be about something that you're not speaking about at the moment, or you not. I really think I think it's something you're not speaking about as well. Okay, maybe that's why each one is going to be a different one in this future. This is future. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and turn those over. We've got, a proposition. We've got the Knight of Cups. All right. And we've got the 4 of Swords. Okay, around the situation, Cancer, I'm not going to get real detailed into them. It's talking about rest and repose, a coffin. It also represents an end to some. But this is a proposition that's being, be very careful. Family, friends, lovers, business opportunities, be very careful. This is something that you've already dealt with in the past. You've learned the lesson. Do not repeat the lesson. Okay? But there is definitely a proposition here. But it's saying that it's not going to be the traditional what the card means. Okay? The Four of Swords means many different things. But what I'm getting from this is rest and reflect before all that glitters. Okay? Is something a little bit too good to be true? Or is somebody too good to be true? Or is the words that's coming out of somebody's mouth too good to be true? It would be definitely something from the past. Or it could, no, I don't think it's necessarily from the past. I think you've already gone through a situation in the past that's similar to this. I think you're going to be going in. I think you've learned it. I think you've learned it. Okay. I'm going to leave that right there for a hot minute. We've got the King of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and we also have the Five of Cups. And that's under a leg up. For some of you, this is definitely talking about having to step up. Somebody's going to have to step up. For some of you, it's showing me the King of Wands. It's showing me it could be a male figure in your life. Page of Wands. All right, there may be a younger one involved here as well. It also could be about a message of slow moving money. But here's the thing of it is we've got the Five of Cups. And this is just sitting here focusing on some kind of loss, just only seeing what has already been lost and not looking at the two cups that's offered. All right. I would definitely, in any situations this week, do not compare it to the past, because the past is not going to be the exact same situation, but you're wiser to it, if that makes sense. All right. So definitely don't go into the week blindfolded, especially if something seems too good to be true. All right, clarity is yours. But before any situations whatsoever, or any propositions, you are being asked to reflect, and just like the Four of Swords, take and reflect on it. As far as I need to go into that, we've got the Page of Cups, Nine of Wands. Too good to be true. Watch it this week. I'm going to tell you that right now. We've got the Seven of Cups. It's looking through the glass of contemplation, fairy favors. If something is too good to be true, the words are too slick coming out of somebody's mouth, you've already gone through something like this in the past. That lesson is learned. Okay. I'm saying get to the fine details. All right. And here with the Nine of Wands, that blindfold is off when a message of some kind of offering comes in. And here's your proposition right here. Don't get caught up in the fairy favors. All right. This is fairy favors. Looking through the glass of contemplation, looking towards the past. For some of you, that feels good. I'm not going to put any more into that one yet. Let's do it this way. All right, can you just give an overall message? Caution is the word this week. That's what I get. If something or someone is too slick or sounds too good to be true, definitely learn from the past. It will print. Print. Okay, the word print came to my head, and it came out my mouth. Oh, for some of you, print. It's something literally about printing on paper. Really watch if there's some kind of documents, whether it's, I'm seeing different scenarios here, that I'm not seeing justice here, which necessarily means the justice system. But if there's a case where there is actually court papers, or there's some kind of loans, or there's some kind of important paperwork where you're going to have to sign. If it sounds too good to be true, really, really take and look at the fine lines, reflect on it before you do. Yep. Some of you, this actually has to do with the family situation and may have children involved. Okay, that's not going to hit all of you. Some of you, I'm seeing college. Really look at the fine details, because I keep hearing the word hook. There's a hook in it. Yep, it's veiled. Not everything is seen. So definitely this week, I'm not saying be paranoid in every person you come across, be paranoid about them. That's not what I'm saying. But really, you've already gone through, and it's caused chaos and conflict in the past, whether it was however old you were. Maybe it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you've already been through something similar like this. Don't get caught in the hook. Something seems too good to be true. Believe it's too good to be true. Smooth talkers, promises over and over. Feels right. Okay, again, cards that are face down is something you can't see, something you're not speaking about, or something coming in the future. Generations. Some of you, this definitely has to do with family. All right, I think a lesson's already been learned. I don't feel like getting, there's a veil over the family situation. That's what I'm getting. Ancestors, generations. It's showing me a snake too. It's showing me 1, 2, 3, 4. It's showing me a proposition. Okay, you've already been through something. The point of it is you've already been through something. You've already lived through something in the past that was similar to this. May not be the exact same thing, but it's something that you've already been through and you have learned your lesson, and just remember what that lesson is. Okay? Reflection. This week, your message for this week is definitely reflect before you do. Okay? There will be no more impulse like there was in the past of, okay, I trust this person. Yes, this sounds awesome. Let's go. This is going to change my future. Okay, you do it. This is your heads up. You have in your hands and in your knowledge to prevent a past feeling of a scenario, because it's definitely showing me reflect before you do. Do not jump. If it has to do with the heartstrings, do not jump. Reflect before you do. Okay, and that can go 2 different ways. All right, family, friends, lovers, where it's whether you're coming away from them and making a decision or you're going towards somebody. Do not make any rash decisions with this. Reflect before you do. Okay, it could even make it kind of pull you back and make you feel like the past. Okay, but you've learned your lesson, so reflect. So your message this week is look before you leap. Okay, that sounds correct. That's where I'm going to leave it here, Cancer. And by the way, happy birthday. All right, Cancer, until next week, bye for now.